Hey guys, welcome to Tiki Rick Adventures. Today is 90s Night, the start of 90s Night, an after dark event that we're gonna check out tonight. So let's get this started and let's have some fun. 90s Night is going to have special character interactions, and as a 90s kid, I think I'm really gonna like this tonight. We're gonna try a lot of the food. I've already mobile ordered some food. It's 5 p.m., but I haven't seen anywhere to check in yet to get our lanyard and actually get set up with the guide and stuff. So I haven't looked at the guide yet. I don't know what the character meet and greets are going to be, but there's going to be character meet and greets, probably a cavalcade too, so we'll check out as much as we can. These events are very short. They're from 9 p.m. till 1 a.m. They do go by incredibly quickly, so we'll get as much done as we possibly can. So let's kick things off and get this night started because it's going to be very busy but very fun. I just wanted to do a fit check for tonight and show you guys my outfit. I got this cool eye-to-eye shirt and I actually really like it. I love Goofy movie. It's one of my favorite 90s movies, and I know they'll be celebrating that movie here tonight. And I just got this non-Disney jacket that kind of gives me 90s vibes. I really like it though. It's a very colorful outfit. Just wanted to show you guys the fit check though. So check-in this year is not at the Starcade. It's actually in the tunnel on the way to Galaxy's Edge. So that's a weird check-in spot, but we're gonna check in now and grab our stuff. We get a free fanny pack too, so that's nice. So here's a look at the fanny pack that you get for 90s Night. I like it. It's a fun little fanny pack, a really good throwback to the 90s. Everybody wore fanny packs back then, right? Well, yeah, I did. I wore one as a kid. I often wore one because they're very handy. I feel like when you went to a theme park, especially, you'd wear one just because it's handy. And we got a nice guide map here, which is cool. I've been looking over the guide map and making a plan. We have about 2 hours till the event officially starts, so I'm just kind of making a plan of what I'm going to do for tonight, too. So here's a look at the map and the overview of everything that they're going to offer tonight. We're definitely going to do the parade up here, 90s on Parade. They also have a 90s Rad Review, which is going to be a musical journey through song and dance. That sounds fancy. It sounds kind of fun. A 90s dance party, Rivers of America, Goofy and Max's dance party in Tomorrowland. So we'll check out as much as we possibly can. I might skip the 90s sing-along if I don't have time for that. They have it laid out and explained pretty well. These are going to be the different character meets. I think the ones with the cameras will be characters that you can take pictures with and actually wait in line. And perhaps the ones without a camera are just going to be walk-through ones like Miko and Pocahontas here. I think that might just be walk by and wave. So we'll see how that plays out tonight though. And they also have photo opportunities they're calling Step Into the Scene. So yes, it looks like there's a lot to do tonight. No fireworks, but the parade should be good. They have a photo opportunity for Flubber this year, and I love that movie with Robin Williams. I loved this as a kid. I love how they're dancing around too. That's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. How fun. I love that movie. Okay, it's only 7 o'clock, but I think you could already meet characters 2 hours before the event officially starts. There's Scrooge McDuck and Launchpad McQuack, but who I really want to meet here is Huey, Dewey, and Louie. So we're going to try to meet them and get a picture with them. So they're actually giving away wristbands now to meet the characters. So to meet Huey, Dewey, and Louie, we can come back in an hour. It has a time printed on your wristband, and that way it restricts the flow of people. So that's a great idea. One of the things I love about the After Dark events at Disney is the special food that you can only get during the events. And they have a lot of unique offerings. There's a lot of good looking food for 90s Night. I'm surprised. So I'm starting at Edelweiss Snacks. I picked up the cheesy garlic pretzel bread, but this is a special edition one. It's a chicken bacon cheesy garlic pretzel bread. That's a long name. It's a mouthful there, but it smells and looks very, very good. It's super greasy and super buttery already, so I know it's gonna be good. It was like leaking grease on my hands. If you get this, make sure to get a lot of napkins because it was greasy even on the outside. You can even see the grease coming through like the foil paper itself. It looks good. It smells very good. It looks really cheesy. It smells very garlicky, so let's dig in and give this a bite because I'm really excited to try this one out. And you can order things starting at 8 o'clock. Even though the event starts at 9 o'clock, you can mobile order at 8 o'clock at a lot of the food locations. So be checking and see what you want to get ahead of time. That way you're able to get everything that you want to eat for the night. There's a look at the inside there. It doesn't have a lot of chicken in it. It doesn't have a lot of bacon, but it does have a lot of cheese and it smells pretty good. So without further ado, let's give this a bite and try it out. I didn't get any chicken in that first bite, actually. I don't think there was any chicken in that at all. You can kind of see the filling there. It's mostly cheese. There's really not a lot of chicken or bacon at all in this. Let me give it another bite. This bite has chicken on it, so let me give this a bite. There are like 4 pieces of chicken, 4 very small pieces of chicken in that entire half, so that's not really good. I do like it, but I like the regular cheesy garlic pretzel bread with the marinara sauce a little better. And I also really like the one with the bratwurst inside. I love the bratwurst and the sauerkraut. Those two are a little bit better, but this isn't bad. It's very buttery bread. The pretzel bread itself tastes nice and fresh, and it's really good. It has really good flavor. I just think it needs a lot more filling. The chicken's kind of bland. The chicken itself isn't anything special. It kind of just reminds me of like a plain grilled or boiled chicken. It's really not that special, and it needs more bacon. It definitely needs a lot more bacon. You're definitely still gonna enjoy this, but I would kind of skip this one unless you really love garlic bread. It just needs more filling. It's a little bit disappointing in that regard, but at least we tried it. We're gonna try a lot more food tonight too, so there will be more. So I got my wristband to meet Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and it says 8:30 to 8:45 on it. So we're gonna go meet Huey, Louie, and Dewey next. Try to get a picture with them too. Absolutely adorable. I've never got to meet you before. Okay, so we got Louie, Huey, and Dewey. We practiced, so we got this down correctly. Awesome. Can we get a photo together too? Awesome. All right, let's do it.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Thank you.
Bye, boys. Let's give them a cheer.
You're good to go.
Thank you. Meeting Huey, Dewey, and Louie was really, really cute, but that was a very confusing process. I'm really disappointed with how Disney handled that. There was no communication of any kind. There was no explanation of where we were supposed to go with the wristband. So my friend and I ended up waiting, and we were in the wrong line. We actually almost missed meeting them, even though we already had the wristband, and they had to ask a manager's approval to get us into the correct line. It was a whole mess. So we were the last ones to meet them, and fortunately we did get to meet them, and we came up with a way to remember their names. So I did know the difference between Huey, Louie, and Dewey. Huey being red, Louie being green, and Dewey being blue. So I'm proud of us. I'm proud that we came up with the way to remember their names, and we could actually tell the difference between them. That was a lot of fun, but we almost missed that. That could have been easily organized a lot better. It was a mess. Everybody there was very confused. We almost wasted a long time. We wasted about 30 minutes waiting in the wrong line, and if that had been a waste for no reason at all, if we didn't get to meet them, that would have been really disappointing. So I'm glad we did get to meet them. They were adorable. The next food I got is from the Mint Julep Bar, and you definitely want to mobile order early from the Mint Julep Bar. This one sells out, and the line is very, very long for this. I'm surprised. I'm a little offended at how small the portion size is for this, though. I got the peanut butter and jelly beignet. It's $6.49, and I thought it was going to be 2 beignets, but it's 1 single beignet. It's pretty darn small. It looks like it's going to be tasty, but it's very, very small. Let's give it a bite, though. I love peanut butter and jelly. I still eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all the time. Yes, I'm an adult in my 30s, but yes, I still enjoy peanut butter and jelly. It's just one of my favorite things. So I'm sure I'll like this. It's gonna be a strawberry jam, I believe. Yeah, it's definitely a strawberry jam in there. So if this is not better than an Uncrustable, I'm gonna be a little upset because Uncrustables are very cheap and very good. But let's give this a bite and try it out at least. You know what? That's pretty darn good. I really like it. I think you should get 2 for the price because the ingredients are pretty simple and inexpensive overall. They're making a big profit on this, but it is good. I like there's a lot of peanut butter in the center. There's not any peanut butter and jelly in the ears though, which is a little bit odd, but there is plenty of filling in the actual center of the beignet. I would get this one again. I like that one. The other thing I got is the Mickey pizza beignet, and this is kind of interesting. It's a beignet with pizza sauce and pepperonis. I love pepperonis, so how bad could this one be? The one that I got though looks like it's been sitting out for a while. It's I don't know, like the cheese is kind of hardened. It looks like it's been under the heating lamp for a long time. Not the freshest beignets. This one's $9.99, which is kind of expensive, but you do get 2 of them at least. So let's give this a bite. Ooh, I love when the cheese is kind of like crusted on the edges like that. Let's try the ear. We'll get the bite of pepperoni ear there. I actually like Good Bad Pizza. I like Boardwalk Pizza, and I do like Alien Pizza Planet more than most people. This is definitely not even as good as that. This is what I would imagine, and I've never had this before, but I would imagine 7-Eleven pizza tastes like this. It's not very good. I would skip this one, especially for $9.99. It reminds me of those pizzas we used to get in elementary school in the 90s. So maybe it is a true 90s throwback. Maybe that's what they were going for. But in the 90s growing up, if you ever got pizza at school in the cafeteria, they came in these cardboard boxes that they were like baked into, and they would kind of stick all over the wax cardboard box. That's exactly what that reminds me of. It's not very good pizza. I would definitely skip that one, but at least we tried both these out. So my friend and I went to Harbor Galley next, and we ordered the sugar cookies with the confetti icing dip. It looks good. They look like good sugar cookies. They came out warm. They're slightly crispy on the edges, but they're nice and soft in the middle, and that's how I like a cookie. They're pretty thick too. They're actually a pretty thick cookie. Let me try the cookie on its own just to see. Give it one more bite here and just check it out. I'm not always a huge fan of sugar cookies. This is a good sugar cookie, but it's pretty basic. Sugar cookies just don't have that much flavor usually in general, and it's not super flavorful. I prefer chocolate chip cookies or something else, but sugar cookies aren't bad. They're just not my favorite in general. Let me try it with the icing though, because I think that's what's gonna make this. And it does come with the icing. You didn't have to order that separate, so that's kind of nice. Let me try that out though. The icing reminds me of Pillsbury Funfetti, the kind that comes in the little tub, in the blue tub. Everyone's had that. It tastes fake, but in a good way. It works really well with the cookie. I like these a lot. I would definitely get these again. I think the combination of the icing and the cookies is very good. The cookies on their own are not that great, but with the dip, it's really good. If you like Funfetti, you're definitely gonna enjoy this. If you are a magic key holder, you can go near Hungry Bear and you can pick up this little button set. I love that the little buttons are so tiny. They're cute. One says Magic Key and the other says Disneyland 90s Nite. I think my Nuimos will look very good in those buttons. And the big button's nice too, Mickey Mouse Club. Yeah, that's cool that this is free though. I like that. It's a nice touch. Surprisingly, the merchandise is already sold out. I'm actually really shocked. I didn't think the merchandise would sell out. The only thing they have left is the pin. They don't have the Loungefly or anything left, so yeah, I'm surprised. But this is what the t-shirt and the sweatshirt would have looked like. So if you're coming the second night, you could pick those up. They'll still have them on the second night. They're just sold out for tonight. This is what the pin looks like for 90s Night. I like it. It's a nice design. I like the colors too. It's kind of a metallic pink. It's a nice pen. It's limited edition. All right, this is my last food stop for tonight. I went to Galactic Grill and I did a mobile order. I got a dinner and a dessert. So first up for dinner, we have the loaded taco fries. This is crinkle cut fries topped with refried beans, seasoned ground beef, spiced cheese sauce, shredded lettuce, tomatoes, olives, green onions and sour cream drizzle. It looks very hearty, it looks very filling. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I mean, how can you go wrong with crinkle fries just topped with a bunch of stuff? Let's give it a bite though. I like that they put lettuce on it to add like a crunch and stuff. I think that's kind of nice. And I actually like olives with Mexican food, so I think this is gonna be good. I just like olives in general. Try to get a bite with everything there. I think I got the perfect bite assembled. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly what I expected it was gonna be. It's good. I would get this again. If it were on the regular menu, I would order this. I like it. I like the sour cream on top. I like the cheese, the lettuce, the meat's pretty good. The beans are pretty good. It's a good hearty meal. This will definitely fill you up. It's kind of fun. I kind of wish they had this on the regular menu because it's something just kind of comforting to eat. I like it though. Glad I got this one. The most disappointing thing about those loaded fries are they're ice cold. They should come out hot. Like a lot of the after dark events, you have to wait a really long time for your food, and sometimes you get cold food too, which is kind of a bummer. It's like the pizza beignet that we got. It was kind of sitting out a little too long. I think this was sitting out a little too long. It's good, but it could be a lot better just by serving it fresh. So it's kind of disappointing that they're making too much ahead of time. For dessert, I got the Starry Apple Roll. This is an apple pie filling, wrapped in a flour tortilla, rolled in cinnamon sugar, topped with vanilla caramel sauce. I wish there was more sauce. There's not a lot of sauce on it. And they give you the tiniest dollop of whipped cream, which is kind of a bummer. Like, I feel like they should give you a generous portion of whipped cream, but let's give this a try. I'm sure it'll be good. It's apple pie filling. All right, I got a little whipped cream. Let's give this a bite. I like how simple that is, and it's delicious. The cinnamon sugar is really nice on the outside. If you like apple pie, you're gonna enjoy this. I like apple pie. It's a very basic piece of apple pie. The tortilla doesn't really do anything different than pie crust would, but I like it. It's good. The whipped cream is good with it, and the sauce on top is really good too. I'd get this one again. This is really yummy. Well, thank you guys for joining me today. I had a lot of fun at 90s Night. I think it's a really good event overall, but I think some of the organization could have been a little better. I think one simple fix would have been an email sent out before the event just to give you a list of what to expect and things that are going to have wristbands, things like that, how meet and greets are going to work, because when things work a little bit differently, and this is not the cast members' faults at all, they're just not told how it's going to work all the time. So a lot of cast members that we ask questions to just simply didn't have answers. And again, that's not their fault at all. If they're not told something, then they don't know how to answer a question. And they were trying to be very helpful. There just wasn't a lot of cast members to try to orchestrate and organize the lines and figure out where the wristbands and stuff were supposed to be going. And it seemed like everybody was pretty confused. And it's a bummer. It's really disappointing that they were out of wristbands way before the event even started. So there was a lot of characters that you had no opportunity to even meet. And characters without the wristbands, the lines were very, very long. They needed the characters rotating more often, and they needed to take less time in between characters coming out. There were really long periods where there were no character at all, and you're just waiting in line until the characters come back out. So you can wait an hour, 2 hours to meet a character, but that's just observations. I'm not complaining. I do feel very grateful to be able to come to these events. It was really fun still. I still had a great time. I just think there's a couple of things that could easily and simply be fixed. But thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you guys take care, and I'll see you real soon.